Hello and welcome back to the Byzantines. So, we are nearing the end of our character's life. Although I have said that before in many a series and it has proved to be untrue. But, we are infirm, which is a severe health penalty. And we currently have an unknown plant sickness. One more negative and we could get to the point where we're dying. We could definitely get to that point. The thing is, we have Iron Constitution, which is a massive health boost, which counters penalties, which will be countering in the entirety of Infirm. I think Massive is higher than Severe. It's a little bit odd because it doesn't really tell you, but I'm assuming it's higher. We have a medium health boost from Healthy. Experienced Traveler also gives us a small health boost, and Whole of Body gives us a medium health boost. So, although we have a lot of negatives, we still have, you know, like at least a medium and two mediums and a small health boost. So yeah, we're nearing the end of our life, but we're not there yet. In terms of other things, it's been asked in the comments why I don't marry the sons that I don't want off matrilineally, right? Like, why am I marrying all the sons patrilineally when I could marry them off and then they'd just be off to the side, they'd leave our court and that'd be it. Basically I'm just not doing it because there's no particular reason to do it. There's no particular reason not to do it as well. I mean, in theory, I think it's better to have all of your children married so that they end up in your court, whether that's patrilineal or matrilineal for whatever situation it is. But yeah, it basically just doesn't matter very much. I like having more people in our court because then I can utilize them. Like, having this guy in our court meant that we could then give him some land, and that now means that we have one of our vassals being somebody who quite likes us, somebody who we can get an alliance with so they can't join a faction. It's just kind of useful. I mean, normally what I would do is I would also have done that with our daughter. I would have married her matrilineally, maybe grabbed a knight or something and brought it into our court, but I just decided for this one that we weren't going to do that because the AI doesn't, and we don't really need it, right? We don't really need her in our court. So we'll just do whatever the default is. But realistically, I could have done whatever. It doesn't really matter. I do like having them in our house still, which is one of the negatives of matrilineal marriage, is they don't end up in your house. Because I like seeing where the lines go, but as in seeing, you know, this line of our family went down this way, created its own house, then, you know, that person ended up as an adventurer, then they got some land back. Like, that kind of story is kind of cool. And that happens more the wider your house is, so that's kind of what I was looking for. Anyway, yeah, there's not really a lot for us to urgently do here. Are we building anything? Yep, we're building the Murex harvesters. Ah, yes, fantastic, to get us some development growth. But beyond that, we're basically just keeping an eye on all of our thems and hoping that they get inherited. Oh, okay. So somebody's trying to slander me. We should probably challenge somebody for influence. Your Basilius has passed the limited administration law, which means that we have now passed the limited administration law. Okay, so titles can now be revoked, but that doesn't matter because the Basilius doesn't hate us. He doesn't like us, but he doesn't hate us, so he's not going to do anything against us. Oh, the Basilius is a conqueror. Oh, he wasn't always a conqueror, was he? Well, that is very interesting. That means that in theory, he has the ability to expand quite a lot from here. Yeah, he could end up doing a lot of wars. I don't think he started as a conqueror. Huh. Who are the conquerors on the map, by the way? I do have a preset for this. So conquerors, we have Basilius. We then have Ahmed of the Tulunids, which I think used to be Egypt. And then we have the Banu Sama Sultanate. Maybe I did see him being a conqueror earlier. Maybe I'm going crazy. But yeah, okay. We should expect him to expand quite a lot anyway. Egypt's expanded quite a long way as well, actually. They're all the way down here. If they get a tiny bit more land, they're going to look absolutely massive because we've got the thing on where if you control all the, or most, I think it might be most of the land around one of these empty spots, it will then be their color. So say if they were to get this bit of land right here, that would probably turn this entire section their color, and then they would look absolutely massive. But yeah, they're definitely expanding, as are these ones. Abbasids are actually falling behind quite a lot. Yeah, because of the war against the Byzantines, I'm assuming, plus the Tulunids on this side eating away at some other land, they're probably ending up in a very bad situation. They're currently in a liberty war, and they're defending in an independence war. Oh, that is not good. And there's an uprising. Yeah, Abbasids are falling apart. Oh, wow. Also, East Francia, I never noticed. They are, what did they expand into? Bavaria and Croatia. They've just gone straight down here. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, I'm just basically looking at the map at that point going, ooh, that's interesting, that's interesting, that doesn't usually happen. But yeah, the Conqueror system kind of makes a lot of these unusual map states more common, because it does unusual things, like the Tulunids making the Abbasids weaker means the Byzantines can expand a little bit further into this land, which means that something else will happen elsewhere, which means something else will happen elsewhere, and then it all gets very, very silly. But yeah, I like it. I still like that system. Oh, when I speak to others, I see doubt, worry, even mirth in their eyes. Snickers and whispers follow me wherever I walk. My words don't hold the weight they used to. My standing among my peers seems suspiciously fragile. The craziest and most compromising rumors circulate about me, and it seems that people believe them all. I lose influence. Appointment succession candidates score down by 25%. And acclamation succession candidates score down 50%. And I'm slandered. Okay. Well, that's not good. I assume that's for us being in charge of things. I don't think this is actually for... I don't think this is for, like, our children or anything. But, you have made a rival today. Also, Zacharias, although he's a little ill, has become a Blade Master, which is a disease resistance boost. That's fantastic. Okay. Oh yeah, somebody suggested I could also use a little, I could use a custom message to tell me when to influence children and to tell me to re-educate them. I probably should do that. We'll do that in a second. There was something I was going to do. Yes. This person who just acted against us, you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what land you hold. But you have made an enemy today. And I am going to challenge your status. I'm going to make you look foolish. We're going to go for success chance. Let's start the scheme. Also invite a bunch of people. Let's see who joins. We got one. Alright, we got one. That'll do. Right, custom messages. So, you are 4th of January. Oh, we're about to hit your 5th birthday. Okay. I should influence your personality anyway. Let's go diligent again. When I call you to attend upon me, do you serve well? I try my best, Strategos. Your best? I don't know what... I don't expect skill of you yet, boy. I expect perseverance. Do you feel the joy of play when you have done goodly work? Stop doubting, thinking. Do, just do. I don't know what to do, whines Marcos. Just leave me alone. Will I ever reach this lad? Didn't get through to him. Okay. Right, what I want to do is I want to pop up a little thing. So it's message settings, custom message, Marcos educator. And then we're going to say choose an educator for Marcos. And we're going to put a year on that. Well, actually, we can minus the days as well. Perfect. That'll work. Then we're going to go for Yusuf. 30th of October. We can do one for you as well. So we're going to go for influence Yusuf. Oh, can I copy and paste? Yes, fantastic. We're going 2 years and then minus, well, my brain's broken. I think I only wanted to go 1 year. 1 year and then plus into October. There we go. And then 30th. So we want to go there. It's not a perfect system, but it is better than it was. So I think this is right. Yes, this will be right. Okay, cool. So we'll do one of those. And then custom... wait a second. I think I need to apply changes. Then I need to do custom message again. Right, and we're going to go for educate Joseph. Copy and paste. Then we're going... So, let's just go to the one we had before. So this will be October 30th. Yep, October 30th. And then... So this will be him 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old. Perfect. Wonderful. There we go. Let's see if that works better for us. Right. Anyone want to join my scheme? Nobody's really into this scheme, huh? Oh, you can be convinced for basically nothing. There you go. I'll offer you 200 prestige. Right. Fantastic. That gets him in here. Wonderful. Have we got any intermediaries who are willing to join? Yes. Okay. Give them a hook and some prestige. Yeah, I'll give you a hook on me. That's fine. You're a fellow vassal, so that should be fine. I'll give you a hook on me. 77. Got anyone who's going to make it quicker? Another fellow vassal. Hook, prestige, and piety. Yep, we'll do that. Makes it a little bit quicker. Bureaucrat, we're also going to go in here. Ooh, we have some where our son can be convinced. What do we need to give him? Use my hook on them. Ah, well, there you go. That gives us a bureaucrat. Wonderful. One of the other benefits of having well-educated people in your court. So it's going to be 39 days per phase, and we're going to go up by 5.8% per phase, and we're going to hope for some good events. Which we can now get, because we've got a bunch of people in the scheme. Wonderful. Right, I'll unpause. Child of my dynasty. We're going to call you Isaac. This is going to be Zacharias' third child. She'll be Isaac. In the bud, that's just... Oh, never mind. I was going to say it's just another house being powerful, but actually... Many are the families of the noble roots and dignity among the citizens of the Byzantine Empire. Very few, however, sit at the table of the Basileus, sharing the responsibilities and honors of steering the ship of state. Few have real power, but today House Hexavulis is among them. We are now considered a powerful family. Oh, really? What happened to make that happen? I don't think we've gone up that much. I think it's just... Oh, maybe it's because we've given our son a governorship? That might have helped, actually. Yeah, I think that might have worked. Plus a number... Oh, and then this child got born and gave us an extra living house member. Oh. I did see when this first came out, and now I'm understanding why it happened. When this first came out, somebody managed to get the Abbasids into the Byzantine Empire and realized that they completely messed things up. Or like they landed... Or they gave a governorship to an Abbasid, and they completely messed things up because the Abbasids living house members like bonus is insane, at least most points in the game. So they were immediately #1 most powerful family just through number of people alive. So yeah, I suppose living house members is a great argument for actually doing both patrilineal and matrilineal marriage, because it's going to give you more house members. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, what was I doing? I was doing something else and I got distracted by this. Yes. Isaac. You need an educator. Your educator is going to be your father for now. If I can find him. Yes, it's going to be your father. There we go. We can try and get some of his traits passed down, like diligent or ambitious or things like that. Perfect. Right. Carry on. There's a plains flux thing. Yeah, it's not really that much of a problem, is it? It's not coming over here. It's spreading around. Assuming none of our children have been landed and this guy hasn't been landed, right? Yeah. I'm assuming we're no longer a powerful family by that as well. Oh no, we actually moved up even further. Someone else dropped down. It could be that people are dying from this disease and that's knocking people further down the list. Yeah, I just want to check these. So you're still at the top. Oh, these guys are actually pretty high up now, though. You're still at the top of this. Okay. other ones that we're working on. It'd be nice if you could pin a title. Yeah, I don't think you can, but it'd be nice if we could. Maybe we should just pin whoever the top person is in it currently. That's the guy we're trying to put in charge of this. Yep. And then... what's the other one? The other one was this one, right? Also, is there a different number of thems than there was before? Because this used to be at the right-hand side. But no, it appears that everybody is exactly where they were. I assume it will tell me if somebody usurps somebody who I've influenced, but we'll see. Neighboring ruler lost war. Bulgaria lost in the Iasian conquest of the county of Galiti, which is this land up here. Oh, okay. Betrothed can marry. Joshua can marry Romaine. Seems fine to me. Right? Wonderful. Okay. Cool. Right, so now our children are pretty much sorted. And I love that our son is getting Blade Master experience because we've made him a knight. Oh yeah, I actually forgot to say, I did that at the end of last episode before saving it, but after the episode had finished, I set these guys back to allowing these guys were still on force, so just to try and push up their stuff again. But yeah, I forgot I did that. Schemes discovered. Oh no. Oh well. Anyway, doesn't really do anything. A snake at court. I'm heading for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear the faint rustle from a window. Just the wind, I think, until the wind starts to speak. Constantia, open up, my petal, it is I, Leontius. I pushed the shutters aside and lo and behold, a man climbed up to Constantia's window. It's Archon Leontius of Sebast. Okay. Well, that's unexpected, I would say. Do we have anybody unmarried in our court? Let's switch this back to unmarried courtiers. Yeah, well, you're a eunuch. That's understandable. You're betrothed. That's understandable. You can't be married. It's understandable. Apparently, in real life, they could be married if they were married before they became a bishop or something, but yeah, not in this game. I think the reason is mainly because these guys get generated out of nowhere, so, like 99% of the time. Oh, choose an educator for Marcos. Oh, right, yeah. You know what? I think that might work. I think that might actually just work here. Can I choose a new barber for Marcos? Like, what's going on here? Anyway, remove guardian. Yeah. Then educate child. Then we're looking for a genius, and it's going to be Raphael, who's about to die, which is going to be very unfortunate. Wonderful. And then I guess we could probably educate Isaac then. Remove guardian. Educate ourselves. Wonderful. And then Isaac. The problem is, now I have to go to Isaac, and now I've set precedent. I have to do this, and this is what... like, it's just a little bit of busy work. It would be nice if you could set one. Like, if you could create one, and then you could just be like, set a date, set a new date, set a new date. That would be very useful. I mean, it's better than it was, but still. So it's 18th of Jan. So, oh, I need to go a year forward or it won't let me. 18th of Jan. And then we're looking for, so that's, it'll be 2, 3, 4. So, influence Isaac. There we go. And then apply changes back in here. Educate Isaac. Let's grab this. And then we're going to go forward a year. So that make him 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. We probably won't be alive for all of these, but it'll be interesting anyway. Our alliance has expired with this dude because he died. What did he hold? He held the Them of Strymon, which doesn't matter very much. For us, it's passed down to his son. Okay, we weren't in line for that one. We weren't trying to push for it, so. The family that stays together. It's a little odd for my son Theodosius and I to be brought together so over this scheme to challenge status. Still, there's joy to be found in a common task, in working together towards a goal, frustration shared or lessened, triumphs multiplied, and there's always something to talk about. I'm glad to have brought him on this endeavour. Familial bliss. We get 2 advantages, and he likes us, and we get another hook on him, although we already had one, so it doesn't do anything. Hey, the marriage is going to happen. We don't have enough money for a grand wedding, so we'll just send this one through. Wonderful. So they are now, yeah, they're now married, which now means that we have a quick person married to an intelligent person, which is fantastic. It means they're likely to get a good trait somewhere along the line. How are we looking here? We're at 65. Yeah, we should be fine. Scheme at court. Somebody's plotting to kill Theodosius. Oh. Who? Probably the person who's second in line, I imagine, to the them that he's in for. That would be my guess. Which would probably be Lord Adrianos, I would think. But we'll see. We'll see. Wandering perk available. Oh yeah, I was going to do an inspection at some point, but I didn't have the money. Unlocks the create travel itinerary decision. Okay. And then we can get an extra domain limit, one more forward here, which would be okay. Yeah, and it would apply the effects of local arbitration on the county as well. Okay, potentially good. Studious scheming. Theodosius is certainly an asset to my scheme, providing skill, wisdom, and guidance as best he can at every turn. Most recently, that's meant offering to help tutor me in an effort to improve our overall chances. The offer is tempting, if presumptuous. I can accept. Chance I get an increase to learning, or I can do talents redirected to increase our scheme growth. I think we're maxed out, so I'll accept. He gained a lot of stress. Oh well. I'm going to see what 15 gets us. 15 will get us an extra 10%. We could wait another 5. That would get us an extra bit. But I think I'm just going to leverage my advantages now. Let's go 87. Let's see. Success! In the past months, I haven't wasted a single occasion to make Strategos Pantaleon look like a fool in public. I've tricked him into making blunders at court, outshone him in the knowledge of the classics, and led him into supporting untenable financial measures just to sweep in and correct him. After a very skillful religious debate in which I skillfully made it seem like Pantaleon was promoting heretical beliefs, I can consider myself satisfied with the results achieved. I lowered his powerful house rating and got my influence back. I think that's a reasonable response. Oh yeah, can I leave my faction yet? Hey, I'm not even in the faction. Oh, wonderful. Works for me. Neighboring rulers lost another war, so that's Bulgaria losing a second war to Balaton over here. Okay. Cool. What have we got? Local arbitration. Ah, yeah, definitely. This is prestige for one of these bonuses. Do it. Got investing in development again. Fantastic. It's the one that we want. So our development is still 7, but you can see this development growth, even though it's 0.0 per month, it has been ticking up ever so slowly, which is good. It is good. It's slow, but it's good. So I'm happy enough with it. And once this finishes, it will start ticking up a little bit quicker, but it's still going to be slow. Oh yeah, one thing I should say is when I said that this average development thing goes up based upon the number of holding, or like based on the average development of the holdings, this doesn't mean that the average development is 0.16. What it actually means is this is the value that has come from the average development. If we go and check somewhere else as well, like let's pick somewhere with low development. Yeah, let's go pick up here. So what's the culture here? Yeah, actually this is a much smaller culture. You'll see that where are we? There isn't actually even average development. Wait a second. Should this not be showing average development? Maybe their average is too low for it to show. All right, let me go back over to here. There you go. Average development of Anglo-Saxon 0.12. I think that the other ones were too low to show. Like, it's not that the average development is between, or like is 0, right? Yeah, development's around 8, 9, you know, something like that. It's just that that's the number that's come out of it. It might just be it might just be dividing it by 10 potentially, possibly. That might be true. But yeah. Anyway, that's what that's meaning. So actually, ours is pretty good. We check Greek. Greek is 0.16. Like Italian is probably the next highest, maybe. Yeah, 0.24. Lombard is 0.2. So right, there's not really like we're still pretty good at 0.16. That's same as France basically. So yeah, I think we're also ahead of here as well. Like Bedouin is 0.12. So we're a little ahead of the curve basically. So I'd even though that number doesn't look like it's very good, it still puts us pretty much in the top like percentile of people. The only ones who are better are Italian, and Italian, when you look at it, is like only these provinces, and that includes Rome that has 30 development, right? So, like, their average is a lot higher than it would be normally. Now, ours includes Constantinople, but also includes a lot more provinces that are lowering that average. I'm trying to see if there's another one that should be high. I mean, these ones should be high over here, I imagine. Yeah, let's see. 0.3. Yeah, so these are definitely high because they've got multiple provinces that have high development. So, yeah. Anyway, we're still not bad where we are. But yeah, it was just to answer a question from the comments. Right. Never would I have thought a man could have too much passion. No, I'm not going to break up with either of them. No, why would I do that? Child of my dynasty. My daughter-in-law, Valeria, has given birth to a son. Is this Isaac's first son? It is. Okay. He is going to be called Daniel. Wonderful. You are going to be educated by... Oh, I still have the genius filter on. There we go. You're going to be educated by Isaac to start with. There we go. Let's do that. And then, because we've done that, I now have to go into the message settings and then go... Well, I'm not influencing him, so I don't need to do that one. It's plus 1 year, minus 5 days, and then... So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Educate Daniel. Now, will I remember who Daniel is by that point? I'm going to tell you the chances are slim, but... Well, we'll try. Or try. Try doing it properly. Hey, Theodosius has now got Aspiring Blade Master as well. Fantastic. Okay, they're starting to get some serious prowess. That's good. Son is losing Epirus. Oh! Zacharias is no longer number 1. This guy has dropped ahead. This one-legged, ill man has dropped ahead. Okay. Well, Epirus, we can obviously, like, support him a little bit more. If you've got an investment of 150. Because we had 100 investment from this guy. And then the next person who's come in has also given him 50. Who are you to them? So it was his father gave him 100, his brother has given him 50. I'm going to do a major contribution to Zacharias here. So he is now as high up as he can be. We can invest another 13 if we need to. But I think they might be able to invest more, right? Oh no, he's plus 100 of 56. Oh, but that's because he's dead, so he doesn't count. Okay. Yeah. He can invest another, like, 93. So he can get higher than us if he actually has the influence, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Dangerous faction? Peasant rabble? Should the peasants not simply be happy with what they don't have? It's because we have Roman ceremonies here and exploited embattled sovereign. Oh. Well, I'm sorry. Not really a lot I can do about that. Influence Joseph. Oh, I can do that. Thank you, past me. So I can now influence you to be diligent. My grandchildren do not want to be diligent. Son-in-law is losing Charcianon over here. Oh, but Anatolius has passed him. Oh. Anatolius investing for himself, or... No, he's being invested in by this guy. Why? Is it... Did you marry into his family or something? Yeah, like... Who's invested... Who's done this investment? So you have... Now I'm trying to figure out what relation they have to each other. Or maybe maybe there's a scheme where you can convince somebody to support you? Oh. I mean... Wait a second, that isn't our Anatolius. Wait a second. He's wearing the same hat as our Anatolius. Ah. No. Not the same person. That's why he supported him. Ah. Right. Yeah, so they are the same. Yeah. So they are the same family, I think, right? Yeah, they're the same family. To be fair, they are wearing the same hat, which I think is very unfair for me. Okay, well, I guess I will support him further. Influence my candidate. I can't do it from here. I would have thought it would be able to like select the one that you had already influenced, but anyway, let's go in here. Why is it saying enough to put him in first place? 279. You don't need that much. You don't need that much at all. Oh, it's because it's the Byzantine Empire. Ah. I think the interface could use a little work. The way this works is okay. I think the interface, though, could probably use a little bit. Yeah, I'll invest 19. I'll put him just in charge. Wonderful. Right. Carry on. What am I going to do if a peasant rabble rises up? I guess we have 300 troops. Hope for the best. You look tired, my lord, my jester Adrianos says. I know a cure for that. It's called East of Indus. What do you say? Shall I start reading? Adrianos beckons me to sit down. It is an amusing text. I really need this break. You can try and be friends with him instead. We're not really stressed. Let's try and be friends. Okay, he didn't want to be friends. Request council position. Greetings, my impressive liege. I think I would make for an excellent marshal. Please accept this as proof of my contribution. No. I was tempting for about 0.1 of a second. But no. Currently, my marshals are educating my sons, so I don't need that. Yeah, I have another medium health boost. Son-in-law is losing this land. Okay. My spy master has come to me with grave news. He is certain that Lady Georgia, my own wife, is scheming against my son, Theodosius. How could you? I will not accuse her, but I will frown upon it. Thoroughly. I will thoroughly frown upon it. Oh dear. The only two people I can pardon are my lovers. That's not ideal. Okay, we need to go back to this stem and try and push it further ahead. Let's see how much... how did you get ahead again? So somebody else invested in you. Oh, okay. So you actually got an investment from this guy as well. Ah, well that's a problem. Because you've got two people investing and I just don't have enough to focus on this one. I think we might have to let our son-in-law flounder for a little bit unless it gets to the point where we're about to die. And we just want to dump our influence, but... Yeah, no, I don't think we got that. You are no longer my bodyguard. Oh, because you're infirm. Anatolius is now infirm. Oh no. He's also no longer my marshal. He's been replaced by my other bodyguard somehow. By me clicking the buttons. Yeah, well, that's not good. You also need a new bodyguard. Could be Theodosius for now. Could also be this random guy. We could make it Theodosius. For right now. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, Anatolius, the famous cheat at the tournament, is now infirm as well. Raiding peasants? Son is losing Epirus? Okay, let's do Sun is losing Epirus first. So how did you get an investment? This guy just invested more, huh? Alright, well, invest in our son. We will do a major contribution. We have now invested, I think, as much as we can in our son. Yes, we have thoroughly invested. We're now at max investment. We're only 4 above the other guy. If they invest anything, we have nothing. Which is not good, because I guess that means that Theodosius would be the only person we could get as an heir to some land. It is not ideal. Anyway, raiding peasants. Or I have to do a scheme to lower their chance, which I think I might have to do. Okay. Concerning news has come from Eperios. Apparently, a group of local peasants has taken up arms and, in unruly gangs, ventured beyond our borders into Bulgarian territory. The practice itself is unlikely to cause diplomatic concerns, but military actions and the possession of weapons are a prerogative of the army. Any violation of the law, therefore, must be investigated. I'll travel there myself. I don't need an experienced captain for this, because we are not going overseas. When I reach Eperios, my information proves to be correct. It doesn't take my guard long to round up a considerable group of locals, all in possession of unauthorized weapons. We need them to defend ourselves and our families, they protest. Those Bulgarian scoundrels can't be trusted. They need to learn to stay well away from us. So I can try and recruit Theodosius here. Unfortunately, I can't recruit you. Your name is far too confusing. Banditry is punished with death. I have to spend influence for it. Do you need any unofficial help? Or give me all the gold you raided and you can go. Give me the gold. That's fine. Sun is losing Armeniac. But we didn't invest in him, did we? Or did we invest in him? I think we also invested in him. Oh no. We did invest in him. Oh no. They're losing all over. The only one who's winning is this guy. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. Is your nickname really the Bald? That's just disappointing for you. That's the only thing that they can come up with. Right. We got some more experience in Traveler for traveling. I need to try lowering some, some people's chances. Let's try and keep Epirus. I need to actively slander you, right? Yep, it's going to be difficult, but I have to do it. Scheme potential is probably our best play here. Yeah, let's do it. May gain slandered for 10 years. Let's see if we can do that. Anyone in? Oh, everybody's in. Wow, that's a lot of people who are willing to join. Okay, goes up 7.2% per year, and it's 40-day scheme phases. That's pretty good. Or not per year, per phase. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. What's this? He's got a thing on. What does that thing do? Or is that just, that must just be the symbol for slander. Okay, that's fine. I was all worried about it for a second, like maybe he had some blocker, but I don't think he does. I think that's literally just the symbol for slander. Neighboring ruler won a war. Well done. Are we allowed to do that? Like, just go to war? Liege entered Duumvirate. Okay, so he's now sharing power with a courtier Zen. Uh-huh. Any particular reason? Or did you just want to? Zen has been replaced by Strategos Kallistos II as your liege's new co-emperor. Well, that seems a little bit more reasonable. Yeah. Why? Because he's a sodomite? I don't think that's the reason. Like, why do you have a what happened to make you have a co-emperor? To make you power share? I have no idea. Maybe somebody used a hook or something? I have no idea how you would even become a co-emperor. I know it's a thing, I just don't know how you would do it. Duties of a strategos. Ah, because we built something, it gets us a strategos experience and it gets us influence. I think somebody said something about this earlier in the comments, but I didn't understand what they meant. Oh, So that's the reason to invest in your lands, because then you can get influence from it. Okay. Let me just check something. I've fully invested in this guy, right? I cannot invest any further in this. No, because I just can't. Okay. Well, that's fine then. If I can't invest any further in this, I might as well invest in someone else, right? Because I've already invested as much as I can. So let's find somebody else and invest in them. So is it this one? Oh, you're back ahead anyway. That's fine. Actually, you weren't ahead, were you? You were behind. Maybe whoever it was died or something? Okay, that's fine. You're ahead. So I guess I'm going to invest into this one to try and push you ahead a little bit. Wait, why can I not invest? No target select. Oh. Okay, influence candidacy. That's fine. No, that's fine. For this one. There we go. Missing. Ah, I don't have enough to invest. Well, that's reasonable. Okay. Cool. Peasants lost to serve the Lord. I will never give up. Never surrender. They have, 700 troops. That's a little bit of a problem. Okay. Let's make sure that we have our right knights on right now. We're going to double-click force on the top two. Right. Why do we want to do that? Well, because knights are entirely about how much prowess you have. And we really want these guys in the fight because we don't want to... we don't want to have to deal with the consequences of losing, basically. You're probably the best. Why does it think I'll lose now? Wait a second. But the second guy was worse. Like, this guy is worse. Why do you think that's going to make a difference? More soldiers, defending in hills, defensive building, higher quality. But when I go to this guy, who's better army commander. But no, this... Huh. Let me just double check something. Maybe I'm being stupid. Yeah, this is hills. So it doesn't matter what your army commander is. I think the... Yeah, and there... Wait a second. Yeah, this guy only has 20. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. This guy is better. I also don't think we're going to necessarily lose. I think there's a chance we lose. I don't think necessarily we're going to. We could always try and get some troops from someone else if we end up in a bad situation. No, I think we're going to win. Yeah, no problem. Because they have no men at arms and they're just levies, so you can destroy them. Our caravan master died in her sleep. Oh no. Okay. Let's enforce our demands. We're going to disband. And now we have a prisoner. I see. We could ransom you off for a hook with yourself. We could castrate you. And then recruit you. New eunuch. Might be okay. He would hate us, but it would allow him to be better at specific jobs. Okay. Could just blind him and then let him go. Yeah, that's also an option. I don't know. I don't think he's good enough. I think he's almost good enough, but I think we're just going to blind him and let him go. There we go. And it gets us a little bit of dread as well for doing that. Wonderful. Oh, right. It doesn't let him go. The jailer dragged a panicked Trianos into the room. Please, I'll do anything you want. His protests are cut short as the jailer gags him and ties him down to the table. Oh, Trianos, I sigh theatrically. You and I never quite saw eye to eye, but on the bright side, I've finally decided how to rectify the situation. Oh. Yeah, he did leave eventually. Okay, but now he's gone. That's good. And my wife has joined my scheme in place of our old caravan master. It is worth having a caravan master, though, because it gives us the wandering lifestyle experience. Oh. His wife is an excellent caravan master, which gets us 25% wandering lifestyle experience. Nice. Okay. And we're almost at the point where I want to actually go and do inspections. do them right when this one's done in 5 months. Great. Means we'll definitely be able to do at least one. Okay. Liege goes to war. Also, my scheme was exposed. Alright. Well, whatever. Who's Liege declared a war on? The Armenian principalities who just became independent from the Abbasids. Yeah. Yeah, that seemed like a pretty easy bet that they would probably do that. Knights improved. Oh, wait. No. My knights are the wrong knights, though. There we go. Back to these two. Anatolius is falling off a little bit, though. Okay. Right. Let's see here. It's fine. Don't know why I was checking whether I needed to do anything, because our messages should tell us. Matthias. This is Isaac's second child. We're going to call him Job. Right. You're going to be educated by Isaac. Temporarily or permanently, we'll see. Yeah, you're going to educate your own son. And then we're going to go into message settings and we'll go for educate Job, which will definitely not confuse me later. No way. When is your birthday? Your birthday is the 18th. So we'll go +1. So you're 1. And then 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Right. Let's go. We're at 90% here. We're going to wait one more, which will get us to 95. And then we fire it, which I think is the cap as well. Yeah, even with this, it's the cap. So let's go. Slander success. Public discourse is rife with the fruit of my subtle designs. My scandalous campaign of rumours, veiled accusations, and mindless gossip has caused a deep shift in sentiment towards Hierotheus. His reputation lies in tatters. A fine figure is so easily stripped of all gilding, so eagerly soiled by the words and in the minds of others. Hierotheus knows of my involvement, but it matters little. It is far too late now. The damage to his reputation is done. There's a chance he gets a negative nickname. Oh, I gotta see this. Let's see. He did not get a negative nickname. However, he should be a lot further away from us in this one, right? Yeah, so it hit him with a -25. They can still invest higher than us, but they have to actually commit to it. Also, our governor efficiency is currently -30 due to being slandered. I didn't even notice that gave me minus government efficiency. Also, our stats are lowering due to being infirm, which didn't help either, but okay. Hippomania? Clip, clop, clip, clop. High on our steed Prancer, my fellow governor, Strategitiusa Julia, trots proudly through my courtyard. The mare struts proudly, ever aware of its illustrious pedigree. Julia is the envy of every governor in Byzantium, and I am no exception. Hipperos runs deep in the Greek tradition. Prancer must be mine, but how? I could buy Prancer and get myself a warhorse, if she says yes. Prancer befits someone of higher standing. Chance we can just convince her. Zacharias, this horse will be mine by any means necessary. Okay, it's an intrigue challenge. Or never look a gift horse in the mouth. 50% Prancer dies, other 50% Prancer dies, but she knows it was us. Zacharias, the horse must be ours. Zacharias failed to steal the horse. Well, that's suboptimal, I would say. My daughter-in-law, Martha, has given birth to a son, David, who is intelligent. Ah, fantastic. Well, David, let's get you educated by Theodosius. Where are we? Theodosius. There we go. And then, you know where we're going here. Back to message settings. 18th of June. I actually paused on the correct day. Incredible. Educate David. And then we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Perfect. We're probably not going to be able to educate all these children, by the way, because we're not even going to be in the same court as them, probably, by the time we get there, but anyway. Our domain limit's gone up by 1. Fantastic. Let's have a quick look through these things and see if there's any land that we can hold. Are we allowed to hold temples directly? No, because we have a leasee. That's usually what happens if you hold it directly and then it gets auto-grabbed. No, we're not allowed to hold cities directly. I mean, we can, but there's no benefit. Yeah, so there's no benefit to revoking any of these lands. I could maybe revoke the governorship from my son, but there's no reason to do that. I mean, there is. We'd be able to hold it directly, but there's no... I don't want to do that, so I think that's fine. So that's okay. I think we should do an inspection. So, let's plan one. We're going to go in here. Inspection. Give you a ton of bonuses. Going to plan an inspection of... I don't know. Let's just go here. I'm not really that picky. Do we want to... Do you have any funding? Yeah, let's heavily fund it, which will reduce gold costs in the actual events themselves. And our intent is going to be to gain additional bonuses for the capital. Yes, definitely. Let's go. So, hey, we're now considered a Byzantine powerful family. We must have dropped out and it didn't tell us. Yeah, we dropped out, but then we're back in it again. Cool. My inspection, 6 days until it begins. Arrival. As I arrive in Epeiros, I am brought to the study. A group of servants attends to all my needs and fuss around me for a while until I ask them to leave. Also, we get investing in development because we traveled here, so that gives us local arbitration for free in this province. Happened to be development, which is fantastic. How am I meant to focus on the task at hand if they keep running around the room? With them out of the way, I can finally start working on my plans, which is to expand my borders. No, because we don't need claims and we don't need offer vassalization. Improve the bureaucracy here in Epeiros to improve taxes and development. Remind them why I'm their liege, which will get levies and popular opinion. I could have done this on the one that was revolting, but let's do this instead. Okay. The hidden hinterlands. Out here to find yourself some poachers, are you? A ragged-looking hunter yells at us as we approach a small camp when we approach a small camp of his during one of my surveys of the hinterlands of Epeiros. Plenty to be found, even if it ain't real royal land. Here in Grava, it's every man for himself. If you want to stake your claim on these lands, you need someone who can show up in your name regularly, if you know what I mean. He continues with a wink before he bites into a chunk of grilled meat. A group who can show everyone here that the land belongs to me. Well, maybe that's not such a bad idea. We can hire the guards, which increase our success chance, and it gets wilderness patrol for 25 years. Unsuccess chance, hike fame, and lowered danger. Also, it's already got increased development back in Nicopolis for this event, apparently. Recruit the local huntsman. You get less holding taxes, but you don't have to pay. And you only get a slight increase, or who cares about a poacher or two? We'll hire these guys, that's fine. Greetings, Strategos Ioannis of Epirus. By the authority of the office of Basilius Basilios has granted me, I am placing you under arrest on suspicion of inquietus activities. Surrender yourselves to my soldiery or face a sanction. What? On acceptance, I lose 30 opinion of him. My family members who are not close family lose opinion of him. Why do you hate me? It's an abuse of power. Definitely an abuse of power. Will cause strife. Okay. On decline, I start a war against him. Well, I can't have a war against him. That's just not gonna... We do not have the capability to war. So I'm simply going to have to accept. Now, the positive thing here is I'm fairly certain that we cannot end up in a game over state from this, because worst case scenario, Zacharias will get the he will get the estate. But this isn't ideal. Alright, I accept. An end to the if I'm due to sudden unforeseen imprisonment, I'm unable to continue taking part in my, and it has to be cancelled. That'll be the inspection, I assume. Okay. I've been captured and detained against my will by Co-Basilius Castillos, or Callistos. I'm no longer free to return to my court or travel as I wish. I'm under house arrest. Well, with that, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.